lose my mind. It's crazy. In the gym today, I was listening to the live playlist. We also have a Spotify playlist. And we have a Spotify playlist, and it has all of the lives. Well, it doesn't have all of them, but with your eyes closed. Somebody asked, why can't you get expensive clothes and shoes like Sean? All your clothes have been from Amazon. You said they're not expensive. No, but we're not focusing on that right now. We're not focusing on expensive clothes. And he actually says that he regrets buying so many designer things when he, went like in the beginning stages of his entrepreneurship journey. He was making a lot of money and he didn't know what to spend it on, so he just spent it on expensive clothes and shoes. Now we are in the stage of putting our money into assets so that we can generate cash flow, and the cash flow is going to pay for the designer. And I completely agree with that. I came from a finance background, so that just makes so much sense to me, and I'm never going to be opposed to cash flow. Because for me, I think long term. I think long-term gratification. I don't think short-term gratification. I honestly would rather have, if you gave me the choice, red bottoms, Chanel purses, or cash flow and passive income, I'll choose passive income and cash flow every day of the week. Yeah, somebody said in the group, I don't see why the cost matters as long as it's cute. Some people buy designer and they still look a mess. Okay, what the heck? Somebody said explain cash flow. So cash flow for me is assets. Assets are things and organizations or whatever that is putting money in your pocket. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket. So when I talk about cash flow, is I want something to pay me each month to put money in my pockets. I want assets. Collect the assets. We collecting the assets together. You know what I'm saying? So that I can provide cash flow, aka put money in my pocket every month. Cash flow. Like land in developing area, asset. Oh, you're using the term different to what it is in accounting. I honestly got the term. I didn't go to, I don't have an accounting degree. I just know the term from actually the book, which I really recommend, is Cash Flow Quadrant. Love that book by Robert Kiyosaki. After you read Rich Dad Poor Dad, watch freaking Cash Flow Quadrant. He talks about assets, he talks about liabilities, and basically breaks it down super simple. So if you don't understand financial topics or jargon, technical financial terms, Robert Kiyosaki books are the awesomeness. The awesome books. Why am I calibrating right now? Too much goodness at once. I was eating watermelon, thinking about Robert Kiyosaki books and how easy they were and how much it shifted my mindset, and it was just computating. But yeah. There is a cash flow quadrant board game. But bring it to 200K likes, y'all, so we can bring on a guest. Okay, guys. By the way, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the app Lemonade, but I like discovered it today because somebody on my team showed me, like told me about it, and apparently it's like a combination of Pinterest and Instagram. And like it has like lifestyle, it has beauty, it has fashion, all of that stuff, and I posted on it today and it's like so cool. Follow me on there, by the way, if you would like. I think it's just oliviaappleberry, but no double A. No double A. And the app is called Lemonade. So for anybody that actually does have the app or interested to see, just gonna be posting like, I would say not more lifestyle stuff per se, but more, lifestyle stuff. Why am I tapping? It's like lifestyle stuff. Do y'all put sugar or salt on your watermelon? I just eat mine regular. Yeah, no. I don't put any stuff like that, but I would eat watermelon with tahini. Love me some tahini. Okay, this is a good question. What decisions do you help help Sean with? Like, is there anything you do for every day for him? What's your routine for your king? So every week I make sure to clean his laundry, fold his laundry, put the laundry away, clean his bathroom. He said that he wants to change by going to the restaurants like every morning now for breakfast, because we have this restaurant that we really love. So he was like, ideally I want you only to like cook once a week now. I was like, okay. But usually I would cook him breakfast every single day. And I always make sure he has water. Snacks, make sure he's eating all days of, not all days, all the meals of the day. And yeah, that's what I would say on top of my mind. Make sure to clean the sheets. I would say one or twice a week, or 1 or twice a month, do a deep clean for the kitchen and the bathrooms. And Hannah Banana, we did not forget about you, girl. We got you. I need to remind him when he gets here. We just literally just remind me like when he does get here, please, again. What's your skincare routine? So I got a chemical peel. I need to make an update for my my skin journey. I just use the products that they gave me from my esthetician. Do you wear a bonnet for your braids? Yes. Olivia, would you ever try lace fronts? I would if somebody did want to put it on for me, but to be honest, I don't know. Not right now. Like, I just want to like wear protective styles because it's the most low maintenance and low effort. What is your best meal to make at home when you and Sean don't go out for dinner? I would say just like protein, like a protein, whether that's steak, and then asparagus. I really love making like this Parmesan and garlic asparagus. It's really good. And also just like a side to that. That's what I would, or pasta. Like I make this protein pasta, and it's really good. It's like chickpea pasta, and it is good. So I like making stuff like that. Like for him, a side of steak. I love that garlic parmesan. We got kale sometimes, and then I love the pasta. They have vegan steak? No, he has steak. If a new queen joins, would you want her to be vegan too? I don't really like discriminate. Like I don't care if you're vegan or not. It would be nice though to have a vegan sister. Olivia, did you post your YouTube video now? Tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I know, I'm awful. What are some things Sean does for you? Oh my gosh. When I want to extrovert and like go on a walk, he comes on walks with me. We go to this smoothie place like basically on a daily basis. He buys me clothes, and like I just got a whole bunch of clothes delivered, and that gives me hugs. Snuggles me, tells me like it is. We go to dinners a lot, and it just gives me a lot of wisdom. Thank you, my king.
Thank you for what?
Thank you for everything, my king.
Of course, thank you, baby. Man, I fucking love this book.
I know, me too. Okay, we got the 200K. This crazy. Better do it what you like. Thank you for 200K. Now let's bring the shares up. Let's get to 1,000 shares.
I'll be back in like 4 minutes.
What? Here's my pen.
Is it good?
It's good. I got you a spoon.
Thank
When
you.
you're ready. When is the next queen coming? You shall. Just wait. Just gotta wait and see. What book is it? 100. Let me search it up because I don't want to butcher the title. 7 rules to mental toughness. Fudge nuggets. Mental. 177 mental toughness secrets of the world class. 177 mental toughness secrets. Ooh, free PDF download. Period. 77. This is not what I was thinking. No. Oh, is he like supposed to be the one? That's funny. I was like, why is it? Am I tripping? Cause is he supposed to be the one? Cause all I see is 177. Let me see. This book got bars. This book got bars for days. Let me show you. This is the book. I don't know if you can read it, but let's see. Ooh. 177 mental toughness secrets of the world class. So if you want to be world class, I read this freaking book because I'm in the process of reading it right now too, and it's bomb. emotionals. What does Sean do for you other than physical pleasure and buying you things? Does he cater to you like you do for him? Because from the outside looking in, like you're like his young housekeeper that he does everything with until the next queen arrives. That's funny. He caters me a lot. He caters me a lot. First of all, I'm not even allowed to take off my own shoes. He takes off my own shoes. Gives me back rubs that are so like, cause he like knows the anatomy of the body. Like he knows basically every name of the muscle he's touching. He's like, this is that, this is that, this is that. I'm like, were you like a doctor in your past life or a surgeon? Because how do you know all of these? Very, 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 I'm going too much into detail, but I'm just saying that he's really good at any massage, every corner of the body. And also he takes me out. He's like, hey, let's dress nice, let's go out. And he literally, we don't, like, sometimes I don't even walk. Like, sometimes I'm just on his back and we're, like, going down the street. But he also makes sure that I'm good, too. Making sure that I eat. Making sure that I am just well, honestly. Like, people think that, like, cater is the same for a man or a woman, but I feel like what a man provides to a woman is different than what a woman's gonna provide. So it shouldn't look like the same thing. It should not look like the same thing at all. Like at the end of the day, like women are meant to be more nurturing, I believe, and being their feminine nature is to be nurturing, and it's different for men. Their terms of actually like catering to you is like protecting and providing. So it's gonna look very different. Great, okay.
He's so G-H-E-T-T-O. You trying to involve me in your shenanigans. We're eating watermelons with spoons, y'all. Come on.
Yes.
Appleberry things.
Appleberry things. It's a bowl of watermelon.
So cool if we made like our own dish. And somehow cut out some of the watermelon and put some sorbet in it. Or some sherbet.
I could do that. I could make that happen.
And then mixed it up. Chopped it up, made it a slush and put it back in, and just ate it. You know, if we mixed it with like sea moss and
okay, chef.
We just made it like really on point. I think that'd be dope.
That would be dope.
I think it'd be amazing. It's amazing. Everybody's fired up.
My shenanigans.
With glasses?
Okay. No tie? No tie? Question mark, question mark, question mark?
Not today, buckos.
No intro song? Intro song, question mark?
Our intro song loaded.
Loading.
I need my shades though.
Not saying, they say he's growing as a man, y'all.
He's growing who?
He's growing as a man. He's been a man.
Since when does not wearing a tie make you more manly?
It's the very much opposite.
Crazy world we live in. Crazy world. I never thought I'd see the day that people say wearing a tie, not wearing a tie makes you more of a man. It's for y'all. Alright, baby, you ready?
That was my turn. What? Tell me this is not the best thing ever. I think it's the best thing.
This kind of ghetto, babe.
Oh.
But let's roll.
Is it not the best? Is it not good though? Like, I don't know.
So we asking black people if watermelon is good now?
No, I'm saying this concept right here.
Yeah, I think you're just vegan and you like,
No.
You know, yeah.
This is how our
You're like,
our
vegan. You're like,
this is,
we're saving the planet. No plates.
no. This is how
We should eat it with a spoon, because that way it doesn't feel the sharpness of the knife when we're cutting it up. Vegans think animals die like this in the wild. Yeah, I be thinking, you be over there thinking that lions be reading antelope bedtime stories before they be alive. Like they be over there reading them, singing them lullabies, like laying them down, putting the blanket on them before they unalive them.
no.
Alright, man, come on.
And this is not an animal, sir. This is a watermelon. So, yes, we're getting. Haley.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you guys?
Amazing. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Hannah. I'm from Chicago.
Okay, got you. Would you be in a poly relationship, Hannah?
Yes, I've actually been in one before.
Got you.
hmm
Okay, got you.
Well, I haven't been.
Okay, go ahead. What's your question?
Well, I haven't been watching you guys for that long, but I kind of like recently tuned in, and I saw all this stuff with I guess your guys' ex or Sean's ex, and I just think it's funny that I just have a question with why you think her moving on
Why
is
do you
so.
have a picture? Why is your profile picture of a black girl?
Oh, that's my friend. I'm using her account because my account doesn't have 1,000 followers, so I can't go
Okay.
live.
Oh. I was like, dang, manifestation is real.
Not the manifestation.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's not me, obviously. But I can't go live, so I had to request on her account.
Man, if you can't go live, I don't know if we should be having this conversation.
Oh, you have to, why not?
If TikTok say you shouldn't be up here, who's to say that I overrule TikTok?
Well, it's just because I don't have enough followers.
Man, listen, man, TikTok make the rules, not me. You gotta go. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding, man. Go ahead. What's up?
Like, we're serious. Well, yeah, I'm more or less just curious because, like I said, I'm just kind of tuning in. And I guess I had just heard your recent live about how you were talking about how weird it was that she was moving on. It just seemed weird because you moved like a whole other girl into her house.
I don't think it was never her house. I don't think that it's weird that she's moving on. I said it time and time again, I'm happy for her. I want to emphasize it's weird. I told Olivia, I was like, Shanice is going to be talking to a new guy in less than a week. I literally said.
Well, you said it was weird because she said, some stuff about the relationship that you're like, oh, if you were going to.
I just don't think that a woman. I do not think the timeline of. And it's not even the timeline. Basically, the only thing I disagree with is like the video. I don't think it was an accurate reflection of reality. Again, I don't want to invalidate her.
I think you felt.
Listen.
Right.
Listen.
You think you felt threatened by that video a little bit?
Listen, no, I'm not jealous. I can't be jealous of something I created and something that I had. Like, come on, stop. So, with that being said, as far as my only issue was just the whole video. Like, I'm all for people telling their truth, telling their side of the story. But I just do not think that like what she said in that video was an accurate reflection of reality. And me personally, I just find it very peculiar that somebody can be in a almost 2-year relationship, whatever you want to call it, and be so hurt and be so traumatized, and then 2 weeks later be in a point where it's cool to be dating, but to go public with a relationship, to me, it doesn't add up. That's the only thing that I was saying. I'm happy for her.
Right,
I'm happy she found a great guy, somebody that can like help her and take her to another level. Like I'm genuinely happy for her.
Right, because I think when you're in like a bad relationship, it's actually easier to move on. It's like it seems like even from the short promo video that she posted, it was kind of like everything that you're trying to be a little bit, or maybe everything you are it kind of seemed like she was just like posting everything that, or even like the Rolex and stuff. It was like everything that you wanted to be and she wanted from you, she's kind of found in this guy.
Well, I like to think that I'm more than just material things. I would hope that, I'm not just some person that's just only good for buying material things. I would like to think that relationships are like deeper than that. As far as me trying to be something, I didn't know that I was trying to be a director, and like I think that guy's in the film industry or something like that. I don't think that that's me. The only thing I want to be is the best version of like myself. The only thing I want to do is help people all over like the world.
Right.
And I'm gonna do.
Right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So why haven't you guys found another queen yet?
I get a lot of messages every day. My thing is, I'm really seeking deep spiritual connections with people, and I really want to grow with people. And like, I'm not going to rush that process. Like for me, I want to become the best man that I can be. I want to be a better leader in business. I want to be a better leader to my queen here. I want to be a better leader for my people. I want to be a better leader for the people that are looking up to us. And that's the number one thing. I'm more about attracting rather than like chasing. I believe success relationships is a byproduct of I'm not going to rush to another relationship. I want to be the best me for the next queen. I feel like love is a verb. You can only give love at the capacity at which it's created within. And the more you love yourself, the more you work on yourself, the better you become, the better you'll be able to love other people.
I just wondering, because it seems like you're always talking about how you are, becoming the best version of yourself and how, you're doing so good. But then it seems like, why wouldn't you then be able to find at least one other person to join? And I mean, if you're on live every night, you're getting all of these messages every day that not a single person is like worthy or good enough, or.
I mean, there's a lot of people. Who am I to say that somebody's not good enough? I don't believe in good enough or bad enough. I just think that, hey, either we're aligned or we're not. Different people value different things. Some people value material things. Some people value just, physical pleasures. Some people value family. Some people value growth. Some people value entrepreneurship. Some people value friendship. It just depends. For me, I'm not going to force something. Like if family's not important to them, if growth is not important to them, if teamwork and community is not important to them and they're not strong mentally, it's just not. And I don't think that y'all realize like how strong mentally you got to be. Like not everybody can handle getting a bunch of hate every day. Yeah, we get a lot of love, but not everybody can handle that. There's some bad people out there that say some pretty disgusting things. I think it takes a very strong person to be able to handle that.
Mm-hmm. And Olivia, do you think you handle the hate as well as Sean does?
Yes.
Was it like a lot for you? Like how going from nothing to like receiving millions of people hating on you every day?
I wouldn't necessarily say I had no hate. Like I've been on TikTok for a long time by myself, and I was a young person talking about like building financial habits, so I got a lot of backlash for that and a lot of people discrediting me, so I was pretty much already used to it, and I've been viral on TikTok a couple times by myself because of that. So it didn't really get to me, but I would say there's a couple times I can count on like 2 fingers maybe, or on one hand, of when I was like, this is kind of a lot. But I think that was just because I was operating like at a low level, and when I wasn't like maximizing my potential, because it's all about like, it's like all of this stuff is going to affect you if you don't really like have assurance in yourself and your power. So when you're not sure of you and your power, and sometimes I would get off track or would not be on top of my habits, I started to forget my power and forget myself a little bit. So that's when the times it kind of got to me, when I fell off of my own path and I followed the path.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Did you feel kind of like because it seems like even just from your posts, which again I haven't, been here for I guess as long as most people have, but it seems like your Instagram is kind of trying to be like Sean, like all your posts are kind of like looks like you're just trying to do exactly what he's doing, which like I understand, but then it seems like you don't really have your own like online personality outside of him at all.
In what ways do you think I'm trying to be like him?
It's more or less just like all your posts. You don't really have an online personality. Even on the lives, you don't have much of a personality outside of just like him and what he like, all of his, even the style of editing, the posts almost down to like exactly of like what they are. It seems like you don't have your own,
I mean,
like your own like online presence, your online like.
Before we were together, I've always had an online presence. I used to post literally every single day. I would always post growth mindset and positivity. Like if you go down on my Instagram page, that's literally all that I talk about. And to this day, I still talk about it more. If anything, he's definitely brought me more ideas, more inspiration, and accountability to it. But I would say, do we like side by side have the same videos and everything?
Not even close.
No.
I wouldn't even be, none of us would even be on TikTok if it wasn't for Olivia.
Well, I think it's more or less just maybe people would like you more if, I mean, I get having the growth mindset and like the motivation if you guys post, but it's more or less just like showing any really like aspect of your personality outside of that like it's kind of hard for people to like you and feel like they know you and understand you when all you're posting it seems like is kind of exactly what Sean's posting.
Listen, first of all, we're not here to be like our goal is to give people information, start conversations, and that's it. And as far as people not liking her, I think that has a more of a reflection on them than it is her. Like, what has Olivia ever done to anybody? Like, pull up a clip.
Why are you answering for Olivia?
I'm answering for us because you guys do nothing but try to divide us. And at the end of the day, like, it's us. And when you're in a relationship, you're supposed to trade the I's and the me's for we's. Okay. So that's
it sounds a little manipulative.
It's one team, it's one fight. Okay. Yeah. So my thing is this.
But you also have your personality and your lights outside.
At the end of the day, this is exactly the thing. You have an agenda, you have your own narrative, and we're just gonna let you have that, right? So you're gonna think what you want to think. Like if you guys take your feelings out of it, and I know you guys see a bunch of clips that portray us a certain way, but like what has Olivia actually done to anybody besides live her life?
I'm not saying, I never said she did anything. I'm literally just saying like as someone who like, watches people online, it's like you love people for their personality. Like some of my favorite people online to watch, they have a big personality. And I think, Sean, you have this like big personality. And it seems like, she's just kind of doing exactly what you're doing. It's like even Shanice, not to keep bringing her up, but, she has like such a different online personality that I think it makes people just kind of feel like they know her more and like connect to her more. And that might be why she is so much more.
I don't want to touch on that, but I want to touch on my online presence. If you go down on my Instagram page and my TikTok page, I've always preached positivity. There is not a video you can scroll down and I'm not providing some sort of value, whether it's knowledgeable or education, because that's what my content will always be about. Even if it is a picture of me, the caption will at least be educational. That's on period. Like that will never end, and that's how I've always been. So that's that. If you want me to start posting just outfit pics and, a whole bunch of selfies and all of this stuff, that's not my style because I don't want to just be a pretty face. Like, I just don't want to be a pretty face. I want to be a pretty face.
I think that's the
Why can't you do both? Why can't you do both?
Because that's the complete opposite of what I'm saying. I'm saying right now you only post like motivational stuff or like these quotes and in these photos of yourself where it's like there's no like personality shown. Like there's a million people who post motivational mindset like quotes and a million people who post them working out and a million people.
I have a question then. Then what do you call a person that posts only outfits and selfies on their Instagram? With the two.
That's not all the personality. That
what do you call
doesn't encompass the personality.
You said what?
I'm talking about someone who literally just bees themselves, not post their outfits or not post selfies or not post anything. Like, are you saying, like, are you trying to make me say like an influencer?
Maybe you think that I'm not I'm not being authentic, or I'm not, showing my personality because you don't resonate with it, and that's okay. Maybe you just don't like my content, but there's people that find actual value and they're inspired by my content and they see my personality.
Well, not a lot of people, clearly.
Because they resonate.
A lot of people, your majority of your audience comes from hating you.
Who are you to know you're not my DM?
I'm in your DMs?
No, I would say, who are you to think that I do not provide some sort of value or inspiration or education when you're not in my DMs?
I never said you didn't provide any value, but your majority of the audience is literally hating on you. That's why people come to, that's a majority of why you get attention online, just in general. I mean, if you read the comments, but I'm saying that's not like people loving your personality or like finding you so inspiring. It's literally people hating on you.
Again, my thing is, if I have to go on social media and go through a million haters to inspire or educate one person, I'll do that every single day of the week. I'm not worried about the 99% of people. I'm talking about the 1% of people.
Do you really think you're educating the haters?
Like I just said,
you're educating the haters?
Like I just said, I do not care if I'm not providing value to them. They're gonna see my content anyways, and they're gonna hate anyways. I'm there for the 1%. Period. Like I'm not there for the haters. I'm gonna speak to my supporters first and the people that resonate with my content. Maybe that's not you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's not
right. All I was saying. Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, like I said, I'm the type of person that's just here for like the drama, the entertainment, and that's the reason I'm here. I guess I just. Right, and I guess I just see you, and I'm sure you do have way more personality outside of the quotes and outside of the whatever. I just think a lot more people would like you more if you showed more of that versus just kind of sticking to one specific format that's only going to attract the 1%.
I have a question then. What would you like to see for me to show more personality? What does personality look like?
Maybe like vlog.
Okay.
Maybe like a longer format of like a vlog, like a daily vlog, or like just talking to the people more of like just literally being yourself. Like I said, a longer format vlog, even on your Instagram stories or Snapchat stories, if you're even on there, like doing a long, instead of just a picture and a quote, or just, it's like maybe just like talk to the people. Hey, I went through this struggle today, and this is how I read this today, and just talking without like, being, it seems so like filtered.
That's the first intelligent thing you said since you.
Yeah, no. Literally, that's what I like to hear. Like, thank you. I actually appreciate that advice, and I'll take it. I like the criticism. The constructive criticism.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate it.
By the way,
I think it would be really cool.
Just to let you guys know, we don't care about being liked.
You don't care about being what?
Liked. Like we never
liked.
We never want to be disrespectful to people, but like we don't care about being liked.
Right. I mean, I think that it's important not to care what people think, but I also think that the reason you guys are so disliked could be so easily like fixed is all I'm saying. And you have like a huge platform, like right now you have 22,000 people in here, like you're using it for people that hate you that really isn't going to build anything for you. People that hate you aren't going to buy your merch or aren't going to like really like your posts or like, but it seems like if you could use this platform to like build people that actually like support you and like you, then it would be a lot more beneficial.
Yeah, I guess for us is like, why would we be anything but ourselves, like at the expense of so we're gonna appease people at the expense of like us not being ourselves. We just don't think it's worth it, to be honest.
It's not about not being yourself, because like I said, I think if you showed more of your authentic self, I think more people would actually like you and want to support you. It's the fact that everything, I mean, from like down to like just the answers and just, I mean, all the shit you're posting, it's like, it's not really necessarily coming off as very authentic.
Maybe it's just stuff you don't resonate with. Like, I think you make some good points, but like, I've never seen somebody get upset. Somebody wants to post motivation. How can you not like somebody that has a positive message?
How are you guys so hated then? I mean, again, you have 22,000 people in here. You get like 1,000 likes on Instagram and all hate comments. Like people don't like you. Like on the internet, people do not like you. And I understand there's a 1% that do and find you inspirational. And that's that again, if you want to like cater to that smaller audience, I think that that's great. But I think you've been given this opportunity to have a ginormous platform. And instead of catering to the, people that like I said, you just showing more of what they want. Like it's your audience. You can make more money. You could make more everything by catering to like the audience that you've built. Like, and it's not being not authentic. It's about being authentic in a different way.
I think we're pretty authentic. I think just the truth sounds crazy in a world full of lies. I think I'm more authentic than most people. You guys, I think I'm probably more authentic than most people that you guys like know, like my truth, my authenticity, my transparency. I mean, if we weren't authentic, we wouldn't be doing this like every single day. Like you guys have asked me about literally everything, every single thing. So, and we've given you guys answers. It may not be the answers that you want, but we've been pretty authentic. So you guys are gonna feel how you guys want to feel. And at the end of the day, we're not for everybody. We're for the 1%, the 1% that want to do extraordinary things. And when you're operating out of your genius, when you're going after your vision, people are going to call you crazy. You're going to have naysayers. You're going to have a lot of people because here's the truth. People hate what they give up on. They hate on what they gave up on. And a lot of people give up on their dreams. So that when they see two people going after their dreams, I think the reason why people see Olivia, I think the reason why people see Olivia, they hate why they see Olivia because she's 20 years old. She's extremely beautiful. She's extremely creative. She's extremely influential. She's extremely physically fit. She has a lot going on. She's in a healthy relationship. And a lot of people wish they compare where they were at 20 years old. And they're like, well, oh, my life wasn't like that at 20. I'm not saying that they're jealous, but I think that it can kind of trigger them at some point. And they just, it's automatically got to be.
Yeah, but also that's not the reason.
A lot of people, when they see somebody that's successful, they think, they must have did something wrong to get ahead. They must have cheated to get ahead. There's no way they could do that. And it's just like, guys, like instead of hating, how about you just like ask like, hey, how can I do this? Like if we give you all a chance, y'all can ask us anything. Right? At the end of the day, Olivia is 20 years old. She's about to be 21 and she's dating a guy who literally has some sort of success. And I feel like you guys could be learning from that, right? Because a lot of girls can't get a date. They just get into Netflix and chill. That's it. So it's just like, hey, they could be learning. Maybe you disagree with what she's doing, but it's just like, hey, I think she could teach people on some sort of level. But that's just me.
I think, yeah, but like I said, I agree with everything you said. I just think it's completely delusional to think that you want to build you want to inspire people, you want to motivate people. That's all you preach about, yet you're thriving. Hey, building this whole audience. You have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with so many people watching you. You guys are nonstop talking about, well, you want to build this, but then you're thriving and you're saying, the hate. Literally, the hate is what's keeping you going. No one is like looking. I mean, I'm saying majority. Like, even if you say, I just want to cater to the 1%, like, how insane is that you could have an audience of 30,000 people and say, I would just want to cater to the 1%? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, cater to the. We're not over, and not everyone's sitting over here saying that they hate Olivia because she's pretty and because she's successful. They're commenting on a million other things that have absolutely nothing to do with that. Like no one cares about how successful either one of you are, quite honestly. Like they're here for the entertainment because you guys create a show for people for haters to watch. Like it doesn't seem like that's the type of platform that you guys are preaching that you want, yet you're like wasting 25,000 followers just to build a group of people that literally hate you. It just doesn't make any sense to me, or it doesn't seem smart to me at all. And then you sit on live every night to listen to haters. Like that's supposed to be inspiring to people. Like it's not very that inspiring.
We're not here to be circus monkeys to y'all. Like we're not here again to be live. First of all, we're not going to do that. Okay, whether if if it is or it's not, but for the people that we actually want to talk to, we're going to talk to them. And second of all, every great person was massively hated on when they first started. MLK, he had a lot of hate. He had a lot of people discrediting him. A lot of people saying, oh, don't do this. Even Gandhi, Oprah, like everyone was rejecting them. Everyone was hating them for the time they were on. You guys will learn a lot of lessons from our journey, and we know because we will share that authentically. As even if you see it as negative, but the way we handle situations, you guys can learn a lot from that. Just because people spew negativity at you doesn't mean you need to spew negativity at them. We handle situations very well, and I feel like we lead by example. That's literally all we are doing. And I just want to say that, like, all the great people get hate in the beginning, but it turns to admiration. And we just haven't been on the journey long enough, but you guys will see it all.
Yeah, you just compared yourself to people who you guys are 20 years old, and I don't even know how you old are, like 30s or something, and you're sitting on Instagram Live for a group of 27,000 people who hate you. And what are you really doing in life? Like you guys are work out, you have money somehow. That's great, but I mean, you just compared yourself to people who were trying to end racism, who were trying to like actually change the world. You sitting on Instagram Live in your apartment with your girlfriend is not.
Did I ever say we were MLK? All the greats started with hate.
Hold on.
All the greats started with hate.
What are you doing with your life besides?
There's a difference, though.
What are you doing besides pretending to be black?
I'm living in I'm not pretending to be black. I own a car. Do you own a car? I own a car. Do you own a car?
All right, cool. I own a penthouse. Where's your penthouse? Exactly.
I live in a house. I live in a giant house with a backyard, a pool. I'm 20 years old.
Cool. Listen, I don't want to play the tit for tat game. What are you doing with your life besides owning a car and pretending to be black?
Neither do I. That's why I don't know why you started that.
What are you doing with your life besides owning a car and pretending to be black?
I could. Do you want to play the tit for tat game? You actually want to get to know me, or you just want to like do an immature thing?
Malfunction. Break no blow.
I have a job, I'm paying for a house, I have lots of friends, I have a social life. What do you want me to say?
You have so many friends and such a good social life that you came all the way here, you pretended to be black just to come up here and hate. And you got such a good social life
I didn't pretend
you don't even have enough followers to get on our live. So you got to pretend to be black to get on here. But your social life is fine.
Sitting on live with
Come on, man. Like,
Wait, what?
Stop.
It's okay. You know, whatever you guys have to do to make your sad life seem a little bit less sad is fine. I get that. Like I said, it's entertaining for us 30,000 of us. It's entertaining. Like seeing you guys live this life, and you know that's why it's actually funny. That's why we're all here. That's why everyone's
after this clip. I guarantee you, they gonna clip you up. You gonna be famous tomorrow, girl.
Just shout out your other TikTok.
Shout out your TikTok, man.
I don't want to be famous. I don't want to live my life on social media. But yeah, that's
so
cool.
Much
but
that you pretended to be black to get up here. I think this is what let freedom ring. Let freedom ring. And that's the end of this conversation, girl. Peace. Oh man. That was funny, man. I enjoyed it.
Oh my gosh.
That's comedy, man. Yo, we love y'all.
Hi guys.
What up?
How are you?
I'm good.
You feeling good?
Yeah, L'Oreal. All right, so with that being said, L'Oreal, what's your name? Where you from?
Well, it's L'Oreal. And I'm from Long Beach, LBC,
Hey,
California.
West Coast, Best Coast.
It is.
Would you be in a
It
poly
is.
relationship?
My man likes his life, so no.
Wait, what?
My man enjoys life. He likes his life, so no.
What?
My man enjoys life. He enjoys his life, so no. I would not be in a poly relationship. You get it, Sean?
No. What? Huh?
No, I would not.
Okay.
No.
Okay, now I understand. You know, I'm a little slower in the head, so.
I know. We got to talk to you like a gerbil.
Yeah, like a golden retriever with the
You know what? I
of a
have a
gerbil.
pit bull right here.
Hey.
I talk to him like that. He's
All
a
right.
little smart, though. Yeah.
Bushman's a genius. A genius.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions, and I also have a couple of statements. And I do want us to have like a healthful exchange. I know that you're probably wound up from the previous guest. So I do, if you feel like
You think I'm wound up from anybody pretending to be black to get on our show?
I'm not giving into that. She was only using her friend's account. You could spin it however you want to. But I just into that, and I think we should leave it alone. That was her. So we're just gonna continue from now, okay? If that's cool with you.
You brought it up.
Huh?
I said you brought it up.
No, I didn't bring her up. I'm saying I don't want, you're probably wound up. So I want us to have a healthful exchange. Okay. Okay. Well, you make it seem like the 31,000 of us in here, Sean, are creating false narratives. So I would love to take an opportunity to discuss what our false narratives are. So I feel like this might be a little, hold on one second. I feel like this conversation can be a little uncomfortable, but I believe.
Not today, y'all. The watermelon bowl. The watermelon bowl. You there?
Hey Sean, hey Olivia.
What up, what up?
How are y'all?
Hey, you want to turn your camera on?
Oh. It's dark, so sorry about that. How you doing today?
Feeling good. What's your name? Where you from?
My name is Crystal, and I am from Macon, Georgia.
Ooh.
Why did you say it like that?
Man, I can smell the peach cobbler. With that being said, would you be in a poly relationship?
I would not.
Okay. Am I looking at your curtains, or is that you? You just look like a curtain.
I look like a curtain.
Come on, we want to see you. Nice try.
Hey, quick question.
We want to see you.
It's dark in here. I didn't know you guys were gonna choose me today.
You didn't know we was going to choose you, but you requested it live.
Just in case. Sean, I had a quick question for you because I want you to bring up some other guests. One of my questions that I had was around the time, I think, when Shanice had mentioned that the Lord was her king, you whispered something in her ear. Would you be very transparent to share that with us as to what you said?
I just personally, I don't have a problem with that. And I'm gonna answer your question. I don't have a problem with her saying the Lord is her king at all. My thing is that one girl who was up here talked about authenticity and transparency. And this is where me and I just had different views. I personally think she's just very easily influenced by like social media and other people. Very. And what's not happening, that's how you want to live your life. That's how you want to live your life. For me, I just thought that it was inauthentic, and I think that people come up here and ask questions to try to divide us. I think that America loves to emasculate the black man, and I'm not trying to make it a racist thing or a victim thing, but that's just what America loves to do. They want men to be frail, they want them to be weak, they want them to be soft-spoken, they want them to not speak their mind, they want them to follow their woman around. I don't think that there was anything wrong with a man being a leader. So for me, when Shanice said that, I just was like, hey.
I'm sorry, Sean. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to cut you off. I specifically wanted to know what you whispered in her ear that particular day, if you don't mind me asking.
I told you I'm gonna do that. So if you guys are going to ask me questions, allow me to answer it or not at all. So either you guys are going to let me answer it my way or I just won't answer it at all.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you just didn't hear my question. Go ahead. My apologies.
I was like, why would you allow somebody to switch up on us like that? I don't remember exactly what I said, but the synopsis is like, why would you allow somebody to divide us? Like that's just not really like authentic. I couldn't even tell you exactly what I said, but it was something along those lines.
Okay. Cool. And Sean, do you truly love yourself? I know that's a random question, but I just wanted to know.
When you say love yourself, what does that mean to you? Like, what does somebody that loves themselves do?
You tell me. I mean, you're wanting 7 queens, so obviously you have a lot of love to give. So I think you'll be the best person to answer that question. Hey.
I got a lot of love to give. With that being said, if you can't love yourself, you can't love others.
So does that mean you love yourself or you don't love yourself?
You can't love yourself, you can't love others. So yes.
Oh, okay. I can't take it. All right. Well, say what now?
I said I heard that before.
Sean, you are just being bad tonight.
I'm great every night. Ain't that right, baby?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Listen, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. I'd rather for you to bring someone else up, but it was very nice talking with you. And hi, beautiful Olivia.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. Miss Not Like Most. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Not Like Most. What's your name? Where are you from?
I just want to say before you answer, I love your energy. You seem so excited to me. I love it.
Hi. I actually, I'm from Houston, Texas, and I out you guys kept the comic and Rick's live facts over feelings, y'all. Okay, so I just got a couple of questions for you guys. If you was to give out any advice financially, if a person wants to be an entrepreneur, what would you tell them to do?
Olivia, I'll let you go first.
I'm sorry, I was not listening. Can you repeat the question, please?
If you was to give out any advice, if a person wanted to be an entrepreneur, what would be your first step for them to go into entrepreneurship?
I would first of all, you gotta pretty much have the skills to actually be an entrepreneur. I would say to run a business as well, but also I would say to know who you want to help, because at the end of the day, people buy things to first solve a problem, and then second because they really love it, and he taught me that. So if you want to actually have a successful business, make sure that you're solving an actual problem and not just because you want to make a business, right? A lot of people just want to make a business to make a business, but entrepreneurship is about solving problems in the world. So I would say that's the number one thing. And then second is start building your skill and your knowledge on what it actually takes. Sales, marketing, copy, all that good stuff.
And then, great points. As far as myself, exactly what I would say. Most people try to start off getting a business. I don't think that's the best way to start off. Get a high income skill, whether it's SEO, whether it's copywriting, whether it's sales, whether it's consulting, whether it's content creation, something that will allow you to make a bunch of money. And then once you have the skills necessary, you can start a business. And then also, you should treat yourself. So invest into yourself. Get a mentor, get coached, learn from somebody, because you either pay with time or you pay with money. And money is a lot easier to get than time. Time is pretty much impossible to get back. So get a mentor, Because if you're afraid to invest into yourself, why would other people invest in you?
And so my second question, I have four questions. My second question is, how is your divorce going? Or can you talk about that, or is it okay to speak on that, or
It'll be wrapped up shortly.
it'll be wrapped up soon? Okay. And so, do you have any perspectives as far as your seven sister wives? Do you have anybody that's coming, or what's going on with that?
I'm in the dating process, but like as right now, I'm just focused on being the best me.
Okay. What made you decide to go poly? Like what interests you into that?
And well, a lot of self-development actually, and studying our history, and studying families, and studying wealth, and just studying. But I think that I was being called from. This is the way I think. I'm a big universal law guy, and this to give me like a minute. This may seem like it's all over the place, but you gotta really hear me out. So for me, regret is your guideline. Meaning anything in life that you do that you regret has gotta go. A feeling of regret is a calling from your conscience, which is the only true incorruptible thing that we have, our conscience. It's like a voice from like a higher power, God, if you will. So anything you regret has gotta go. And we typically go through pain and pain and pain until that pain forces us to make a change. So for me, I got tired of being in authentic relationships or having to suppress myself or inflicting pain upon people, lying, cheating. It's just not a cool thing. So I just realized like, hey, that monogamy is just it doesn't work. I feel like you're never gonna rise to the strength of your goals. You only fall to the weakness of your system. If my goal is to have a family, I don't think the system of monogamy is going to support it for life. Because I want to do it for life, right? Like I know we talk about marriage, but to me, having kids with somebody is the real marriage because you guys are tied for life. I see single moms all the time around and it breaks my heart. Like because it's tough, especially when I see single moms with like a kid that like is not appreciative, and I know that single mom is busting her butt every single day to provide the best life, and the kid may not be appreciative of that. And I just don't think any woman should have to go through that. And I just would never want that to happen to me. I would never want my kids to be raised by a single mom. That would break my heart. So I discovered polygyny. Initially, it was for like fleshly desires, and then I realized it just had a much deeper meaning. It just hit me like a ton of bricks that the most intimate thing you can do with a woman is not have sex with her, but build with her. When I found that out, I was like, wow. Changed my life.
Wow. So how's your guys' relationship with your parents? And how was it coming up?
Growing up, I was pretty much raised by my mom. She was like a single mom. And yeah, I wouldn't say my dad did not raise me at all. It's just that like I pretty much saw him like every other weekend, and like sometimes in breaks. So I would say majorly it was my mom, and she's awesome. She's amazing. She's like my best friend now, and she taught me a lot of lessons and a lot of principles that I still use today. Giving back to others, making sure that you're just always being a good person. But in terms of like building the life I desired, not that much. So I had to learn that myself. And but she's amazing, best mom ever. She also taught me to like just learn a lot, always be learning, always be exploring, always be creative, and just be a good person and don't do wrong to people. So love both of my parents.
Thanks, Big Nisha. Okay, so if you was to give any advice for people who are trying to get into the poly world, what would you give? What kind of advice would you give to them?
Is this for
Especially
Olivia?
after the relationship with Shanice. What would you tell people?
You asking me or Olivia?
I'm asking both of you guys. I want to hear from both of you guys.
I'll let Olivia go first.
Okay. I would say communicate a lot, express how you feel, be very transparent with your partner, and be very vulnerable with them. Just have the tough conversations because tough conversations create healthy relationships. And that's what I would say. as well as a lot of people are.
Okay, wait a minute. What did you just say to her? I gotta know. What did you just say to her?
Oh, it's definitely not appropriate for TikTok.
No. But
Freaky. Go ahead.
I don't know about that. We was talking about bingo.
I was talking about bingo.
Bingo.
But I would say over communicate vulnerably, and as well as be, against the relationship, I would say, because monogamy is so pushed on us in society. So there's going to be a lot of people, but I would just say, you guys, if you guys are truly on a mission and you guys truly want to impact people, then that should be the number one priority, not really what anybody else is saying.
Absolutely. And so,
All right.
if you had a chance, one more question, if you had a chance to get back with Hold on. Oh, sorry.
I didn't get to answer.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
To the fellas, I would say be making at least $1 million a year, and make sure you communicate and establish communication is very, very key. So make sure everybody feels comfortable communicating, and then make sure people are aligned make sure you're aligned on core values. And the beautiful thing about relationships is everybody has everything. I don't think most people are going to do relationships like us, because I just feel like we live in a very superficial world who only cares about things like attention, looks, and sex. So for most people, that's all they really care about when it comes to an actual relationship. All the other stuff is kind of secondary. But I'm not here to say that that's right or wrong, but just make sure you guys are aligned. If you want a superficial relationship, okay, make sure you get with people that are superficial. If you want a deep relationship, get with people that are deep. If you want to freaking whatever your core beliefs are, just make sure you guys are aligned. That's it. And if you don't have core beliefs, establish them.
How do you feel about people saying that you are brainwashing Olivia?
I think people are going to say that. I think who you are in a relationship with, it can be influential. I think people's parents are influential. At the end of the day, it's what am I brainwashing somebody to do? What exactly am I brainwashing her to do?
Olivia, how do you feel about people saying that about Sean brainwashing you?
Yeah, that I second that, and also I feel like you guys also I understand your guys' concern for me, but it also I just don't accept people just questioning my intelligence as a woman, and also I listen to my intuition. I know what I want. I know what my vision is, and I know what my values are. So at the end of the day, you guys have your own system of values, beliefs, and your vision. Just because you do and that's how you operate doesn't mean I need to operate in your way. So I understand the concern, and if you guys were in the situation, you probably would not want to do it. But if I'm telling you I'm safe, I'm nourished, I'm protected, and I love being here, why not be happy for a woman that has all that? Instead of questioning her judgment or questioning, all of her intelligence. No, I just don't accept that. So that's what I would say.
So the young lady who just left here didn't have enough followers to even get on her own page to get up here. She did have one question that I still would like to hear. She said that you guys need to change your platform just a little bit to start monetizing and start being more influencing us on a different scale instead of having so many haters. So is there anything that you're going to change to make that happen?
We're not trying to monetize this platform.
Okay. So there's nothing you want to do with all these 21,000 people
We have a community, people that are actually positive, and that community is who we're going to pour into. And those people we're gonna change some lives in that group. If you guys want to join people that are actually like positive, because not everybody here is negative.
Right.
I know they say, but I don't believe that. Guys, go hit the link in my bio on Instagram, Sean_T_Adams. Just hit the link in my bio, and yeah, I'll see you guys inside. If you want to grow mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, like we're all in there, we're all positive, and we're giving away $10,000 once that group gets to 10K people. We're a little over 4,000.
All right. Well, I sure thank you guys for your time. You guys, I sure hope I wasn't long-winded. Bye.
That's my king. We will do it, my king.
Let's do it.
Let's do
You
it.
bring on the next guest.
Yes, my king. Ooh. Pisces.
Hey, babe, do me a favor.
Oh my goodness. Was not prepared. Hold on. One second. Oh, he's ready. Is he froze? I thought you were froze, to be honest. Hi.
I was just trying to model. You ever seen a turtle model before? We just do stuff real slow.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to model with you guys.
He been trying to hold this pose. He's been holding this pose for like fucking 3 years.
Oh, you have like an actual little turtle now?
Yeah.
That's cute. I like it. Not you. Wayne got one. That's funny. That's funny. All right. I don't know. I had a lot of questions, but I feel like she just answered a lot of them.
Oh, hold on. First of all, what's your name? Where you from?
My name's Haley. I'm from Texas.
Hey, ha.
Yeah.
Hey, ha.
Hey,
All right. So, would you be in a poly relationship?
yes, I have been.
Oh, okay. So, what's your question, Jordan?
Dang, she answered a lot. What would you feel like you would change about like the next person that you would bring in, like trait wise? What would you want differently than what you've had?
Somebody that truly values growing. Like that, because the thing about growth is it's not very comfortable. Somebody that truly values growing, and somebody that is willing to have those tough conversations. That's the only thing I would change.
How do you guys handle like the negative comments?
When you have a strong sense of yourself, like when people say something negative, it doesn't really affect you. Like if a negative comment can affect you, it means you like don't have a strong sense of self. Like you don't know who you are. It's like, all right, if I told you, okay, you're like, what? How tall are you?
5'3".
All right, you're 5'3". What do you weigh? Like what? 130?
Around there.
Around there, or exact like there?
It's like 140.
140. Okay, so 140. All right, so curvy. So if I told you you were, and what's your ethnicity?
I'm black and white.
Black and blue?
White.
All right, so if I was like, you're fucking a 6 foot tall, dumb Chinese person, would you get offended by that?
Oh, no.
Because you know it's not you. So if somebody says something to you, it can only get to you if like you feel like a part of that is just like true. right? So when people come with negativity, they be like, "You're a narcissist. You're a freaking scam. You're a this. You're a that." If like I know none of that stuff is true, it's not gonna really like affect me.
Okay. So because you don't believe it, like, even though you have like thousands of people on here and it's just constantly like that, you just feel like it doesn't affect you guys at all?
No, I mean, if it did affect me, if I would say if it does have an effect, it makes me go harder in the gym. Like I like when people be like, "You're not successful, you're not this, you're not that," and I agree that I got a lot of room to like grow, and I agree that I have character flaws, and I agree that hey, there's a lot of situations that like I can handle differently. The way I talk to people here, I would agree with that. But I think in my heart, in my mind, in my spirit, I'm a great person and I'm getting better every day. And I think that people forget that like, hey, we're all human. We're all getting better. Nobody's perfect. Well, maybe y'all are perfect, but that's...
What do you like do to like progress and grow like as a person?
Yeah, so every single day I read, I do self-development. I wake up early, I hit the gym, I lead my team, I lead my business, I help clients, I provide value to people. I mean, I'm just growing every single day.
Gotcha. All right. I really don't have any other questions because the other girl answered a lot that was already on here. So
That's it. You got a business? Oh,
do I what?
you got a business?
Do I have a business? No. I work in corporate right now. I'd like to. I want to do an online business.
What kind of job do you work now?
I do business to business sales. It's business, personal property, and real estate tax reduction.
What? What's her at? When you coming to Cali?
Cali, whenever you say.
What's your schedule like next month?
Next month? It's I have a lot of PTO, so.
I think we're gonna have to do a San Diego weekend.
Sounds like fun. Could do that.
Business is fun.
Business.
Could you send me this?
Business.
She's a Pisces? You a Pisces?
I'm a Pisces.
Oh shit, she crazy.
Hey, yo, somebody said in the comments you're a Pisces too, Sean. What are you, Olivia?
I can't say my sign because people. She's a Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio.
You're Scorpio?
Yes. Scorpio and Pisces. We the ultimate duo.
You wanna do
Is it?
Oh yeah. I said yeah, please, my king. I said Scorpio and Pisces.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I think so too. That's crazy. You're in sales, so I always tell people if you're trying to make $250,000, the very first thing you need to do is get into sales. I think it's the best thing. I have a question for you. You were in a poly relationship. Was that a poly B or a poly triad?
I believe triad, where me and the girl liked each other and we liked him as well, if that's what you mean.
Yeah. Interesting. And do you have any advice on that?
Any advice on it? I would say the only reason that didn't like.
I just got you a message on Instagram, by the way.
Perfect. I think the only biggest thing would be communication, to like not let things bubble up, because a lot of things can like come out as like secretly having something built up and then you display it to someone else just because you haven't vocalized it. I think that poly relationships are actually really powerful just because like if someone, I know for me, like if the girl was into it with the man, I could kind of communicate with her and say, hey, look at it from this perspective. But yeah, I just think communication is the biggest thing.
That makes sense. No, I agree with that. That makes a lot of sense. I would say that creating that environment, that's the number one lesson I learned as a man in my last relationship, is really emphasizing creating an environment where a woman feels emotionally safe coming to you. You know, and by emotionally safe, I mean her feeling like she can talk to you about her emotions without being judged or look crazy or without any like negative consequences, if you will. Definitely. I'm not gonna lie, you kinda strike me as like the player type.
The player.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's just my persona, to be honest. But no, I'm really not. Like online persona, maybe. But no, I'm really not. I think I'm like super, super selective. I don't find interest in people a lot. And so I kind of just like don't give people my time unless I'm actually interested.
All right. Well, listen, man, we're gonna coordinate something. All right. When the last time you got kissed by this California sun?
It's been a minute. Wait, why did you think I'm a player?
Because you didn't deny it.
Yes, I did. What?
You a dude.
I'm not a player. Sure. You trying to lock it down?
I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. If you act right, maybe. Who knows?
Hey. Listen, I'm just trying to be eating watermelon with y'all.
Is that what you're trying to eat? Watermelon?
All sorts of watermelon. Actually, I forgot. Olivia's not into that, but that's cool too.
Listen, man, it's awesome having you. Like I said, I just shot you a message. Great to connect. I start a business. I actually want this to be of value. What's preventing you from starting a business?
So I have a degree in computer science, and then I started another degree in digital marketing. I graduate in November. So right now I work full time. Huh?
Whoa. I didn't ask you what your degree was in. I said, what is stopping you from starting a business?
Yeah, I was getting to that, you know? I was saying that like right now I go to school full time and I work full time. So it's not that I don't have the opportunity to do it, but I am really busy typically. Unless I was just able to dedicate it.
What time are you waking up?
What time do I wake up? Like 7:30.
If you're not beating the sun up, then are you really serious about achieving your goals? So we wake up at 3:30 every day. Not saying you got to do that, but my advice to you is to beat the sun up every day. Building a business takes a lot of discipline, and the results, you know this, you're in sales, internal habits, internal dialogue, all of that is crucial. At the end of the day, the success that you manifest in the real world is just literally, like I said, it's just a physical manifestation of your internal habits. So whether you're trying to do business with us or whatever, like we're super big on like habits, super big on habits. And you're never going to rise to the strength of your goals. You only fall to the weakness of your system. So if I were you, I would create a personal development routine that, you know, builds discipline, and then use that discipline and knowledge that you have to crush it. Because you already got it. You got the charisma, you got the looks. If you're doing sales, you have the number one skill that you need to make a business succeed. Now you just got to crush it. Also get a coach, because, you know, external pressure creates internal habits, and internal habits yield external results.
For sure. That's the biggest thing I learned in sales, is that you always want to be challenged, like continuously challenged. So definitely agree.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, and we'll see you. All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Somebody say she was fine. Yeah, guys. Be a lot of beautiful women out there, y'all.
Hello? Hello? Oh, hi.
Why it sound like multiple voices?
Does it really?
Yeah. Are you watching TV?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, I thought you was talking to me with like multiple personalities. I was like, what the
Yeah, I have a few.
Oh shit.
Anyways, guys,
What's your name? Where you from?
I'm Serenity. I'm in Calabasas right now.
Calabasas, where's that?
Calabasas. I'm in California.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not that smart, y'all. I didn't pay attention in geography.
You should have, because that's crazy. It's in your state.
A lot of stuff in my state.
Anyways, let me get to my questions.
So
No. Would you be in a poly relationship?
I'm good on that.
That's a yes.
I can only love one person.
That's a yes for the right guy.
For the right guy. Who would be the right guy to get me to be poly?
That's something only you would know.
I only can love one person at a time. I can't love more than one.
You don't need a romantic relationship.
Well, then it's a good thing. Exactly. It's a good thing that you don't have to be in love with another girl while you're in a poly relationship.
So how is it poly if you guys aren't all in love?
Because there's a thing called poly V, and then there's poly triad. Poly V is just when it's a guy and a girl. He has multiple relationships. And then poly triad is when they all love each other.
Wow. That's interesting.
It's deep, right?
That's interesting. I still think you have to have a relationship, some type of relationship with the other person.
Have you ever poly?
What? No.
All right.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's get to your questions.
Okay. So my first question is for you, Sean.
Yeah.
So how do you think Olivia helps you grow as a man?
Man, this motherfucker's a genius. She's always coming with ideas. She just is the shit, man. She's just somebody to bounce energy off of. She's caring. She's empowering. Man.
Okay. It seems like, yeah.
Man, I can't say enough good things about her. I wouldn't even be able to spell TikTok without her. So
it seems like you guys agree on a lot of things. So like she doesn't give you much pushback or, she doesn't question you often. So like how do you feel like that helps you grow?
Most people, because accountability. I have a growth mindset, so I want to grow. So like there's nobody that's gonna be harder on me than like myself. With that being said, most people agree with me. The only reason why a lot of y'all don't see a lot of the things that I say is because of the lens that you look at me through. You all look at me as though you guys know me, and I get it. I put myself out there. It is what it is. But if you actually look at the things that I say, you will agree with a lot of it.
So do you feel like Olivia holds you accountable?
Yes.
In what way?
In a lot of ways. As a matter of fact, I tell her to hold me accountable. One thing I was just telling her to hold me accountable for last night is after I get off live to stop bullshitting so I can get in bed early, right? And if I'm fucking around on my phone at night, Olivia's gonna be like, King, go wash your face and let's go to bed. That's just, she's very supportive, but that's like, nobody's gonna be harder on me than like me, And that's what like coaches, that's what like mentors and stuff are for.
So she helps you like wash your face, but like what about like character development? Like, it sounds like she's like an assistant or something.
What does holding me accountable to character development look like to you? Because whenever she has a problem with me, she talks to me about it. So what does that look like to you?
Well, I'm asking you the question, so it would be what it looks like to you.
I know, but like what I think is character development and accountability, you may not think. I think if
for example,
Go ahead.
Let's just say she sees you like exhibiting a behavior that's unfavorable. She would check you on that, just how you do her, because I've seen you check her on the live plenty of times.
Listen, I would never want to be in a relationship with a woman that thinks she's gonna check her man. Like, you gonna check me? Like, what? What does that even mean? Like,
but didn't Olivia literally said that you guys check each other?
No. Like,
when Shanice was here, she said that you guys check each other.
Maybe it's the energy that's just behind like your words. Like what do you mean by like check?
Well, she would just be like, hey, like what you're doing is, it makes me uncomfortable.
We've had conversations before where she hasn't agreed with everything that I said, but we have those in a respectful manner.
Yeah, I don't mean check like she's like, yelling at you or anything. I mean, just she's calling you out on something that's unfavorable to help you grow as a person.
Yeah. I mean,
Right. I feel like this question is lost. So Olivia, before you moved in with Sean, have you ever lived alone?
no.
No, but I had a stage in my life like for like 9 months or 9 months to a year where I was like in Virginia by myself.
I think she means like having a responsibility.
Oh yeah, no.
Wait, so you were in Virginia by yourself? You mean like home alone, like your mom wasn't there?
Yeah, my mom was in California working. But
Okay.
like in terms of paying for the bills, no. Like the house bills, no.
Okay. So what prompted you to move in with Sean like so quickly, even though you've never had an apartment or a car before?
I actually I did have a car in Virginia.
Okay.
And my own place in terms of like me paying for rent every single month, no. So what prompted me was that I knew him for so long. At that point, like we've known each other for over a year. And I knew the type of guy he was. He like I've met him already the first time, and by the first time meeting us, like each other, like we meeting each other, everything just clicked. Honestly, like everything felt so natural. There was no like it felt like I've like known him for so long type stuff. Even though like we really like that was my first time coming to San Diego. We kept track with each other over the year. Like he would always be supporting me, checking up on me, wishing me a good weekend, all of that good stuff. So, and honestly, the fact that we were gonna be together, if we can't live together at the beginning stage of our relationship, then maybe that's just an indicator that we probably should not be together. I think it really did fast track our relationship.
So who taught you that? Who taught you that like, if you can't live together in the beginning, then you're not going to be compatible? Who told you that?
I'm saying that. Nobody
Okay,
told
so
me.
you came up with this mentality yourself of like, you should live with someone first before, like, and get to know them during that time.
I would say, why not?
No, I'm genuinely asking you, like, where do you come up with like where'd you come up with that? I've never heard of that.
I'm saying that like if you guys can't be together in the same space in the beginning of your relationship for a long period of time, I think that shows a good indicator of what.
So is like, I feel like you have a lot of trust into people when you first meet them. Is that why you hooked up with the guy on Tinder and lost your virginity?
No.
Okay.
No, that's not why that happened. I don't just trust people out of nothing. You have to give me a reason to actually trust you. But in terms of him, I actually did get to know him. The reason why I did lose my virginity from a guy on Tinder is because honestly, I wanted to explore more about sexuality. I wanted to learn more about sexuality. So I was kind of like, I'll just do whatever. But that's when I didn't know how powerful sex truly was and how sacred it truly is. So I just kind of did it for my own experimentation. I didn't do it just because did or did not for me. So that's that.
It seems like that's like kind of like because that's your virginity. Like obviously that's something very sacred. So why would you use that time to kind of like experiment sexually with the guy that you kind of like just met? I don't know how long you talked to him, but like you just met. And then you moved in with Sean after a couple months?
We were talking for a while. Like the guy, me and the guy were talking for a while. I would say like
a while.
Well, like you guys would probably say a while is a month, but no, I would say it was like 2 to 3 weeks. 3 weeks, I would say.
Okay. And then how long from the time that you've met Sean to you moving in? Like, how long was that time?
2 years.
You said 3 years?
I didn't say 3. I said almost
Okay.
2 years.
Almost
Oh,
2 years.
almost 2 years. Okay. Okay. I I don't know. I'm not understanding their virginity part. I think like I get that like you just wanted to experiment, but I'm not understanding why you would kind of make that step. And you said you had a boyfriend before you moved with Sean. Is that correct?
Yeah, a relationship that I was in for 2 weeks. Like we literally were in an official relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, for one, like physically, for one day. And then I left to go to Vegas for a business convention and then San Diego. And I told him that I would be there for a month. And he was like, okay, that's fine. And that's
Okay.
basically what happened there. So at that point, we were together for 2 weeks. But then I realized that it was my fault because I did actually rush the relationship. I don't know why. I think it was just because I don't know why I did rush the relationship. I don't know why. I think it's just because like, oh, I want to see. I know that I could probably build a family with this person or build some sort of legacy with this person, but he wasn't my dream man. Like I just kind of settled for some things that I thought were good to build a family, not really all the things I did.
Okay.
So after that, I realized that I was just not like after actually like being in that relationship and communicating back and forth, I realized a lot that I was leading the relationship. I would lead the conversations. I would lead, our development. Like, I would lead like everything. And as a woman, it did not feel good to lead a relationship. So I was just like,
Okay.
this
So I have
is
a
not-
question because Sean and you have mentioned that like, problems aren't permanent and that people can change. So like, why wouldn't you stay with your first boyfriend if you feel that way? Like people can change. Like, why didn't you guide him into being in a relationship like the way you wanted?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that people can grow and people can obviously develop to that point. I'm not saying that you can't, but to me, it's about vision as well. And I didn't even see much of a vision. Like, and definitely he could have grown the vision and all that stuff, but I had a vision. I had a vision for what I wanted, and I did not want to lead that vision. I wanted to have support and companionship and like partnership in a vision. And I didn't want to be the one leading the vision.
All right.
I just wanted to have a companion along
Moving
the journey.
on, Sean. So you said the other day that like the club is not your scene, like it's not Olivia's scene because I guess she's not into stuff like that. But you met Shanice in a club while you were like 28. So when did you come to this like mentality that you no longer drink and go to the club and stuff like that because you literally met Shanice in a club?
Yeah. I used to, if that's what people want to do, that's what they want to do. I just know that habits, you can't escape them. There's nothing wrong with going to the club. I just feel like most people who go to the club are not really living up to their potential and they could do more.
Okay. So what caused you to like, from when you were 18 to like you're like what 30 something, like when did you start feeling that way? And like I said, when did you stop deciding that you were going to go to the club because you literally met Shanice in a club?
I didn't say I was going to stop going to the club. Just for me, my approach to women became different. I no longer want to just have sex with women. If a woman's in my life, I want to build with her. That's
Okay.
it. So.
Yeah. Okay. What does that have to do with? Because like basically someone asked, I think that they asked if like when Olivia turns 21, like, will you take her out, like out on the town and take her dancing, take her to the club? And you said that you guys aren't interested in that. And I just want to know, like, when was this big change where you're not interested in any of that when you were just in the club at 28?
When I realized that family.
Okay.
When I realized that family was very, very, very important to me.
Okay. What family? You guys aren't married.
So because we don't have a government sanction, we're not family. Is that correct?
Yeah. United States, yeah.
Well, listen, man, our ancestors and the people that literally.
All right, we're in 2023, so I'm really not trying to hear it.
If you're gonna ask me a question, allow me to answer.
Sure.
All right, so our ancestors, the people who were here, who paid the ultimate price just for us to even be here, they couldn't even get legally married. So by that philosophy, for you to just completely like discredit their relationship, which without those relationships, we wouldn't be having this conversation, I don't think it's right. I don't think people need a government sanction to have a relationship. There's a lot of people who live together.
So why'd you get married in the first place?
Excuse me, they have friends, they have family, they have kids together, and they don't have a government sanction. And I don't think that we should sit up here and say that they're not a family because they don't have a government sanction. So you're entitled to your opinion. Listen, you're entitled to your opinion, but
yeah, no, I'm just talking about the law. It's not an opinion, it's a fact because it's the law.
I think that I find it interesting that you said we are in 2023 when he talked about history, but you still think you need to be required to be married to have a family.
I'm talking about by law. So by law, you're not considered a family if you're, you know what I mean, as a couple without being married. Yeah.
You're not considered married. You're not considered married if you don't have a contract with the government.
Babe, I'm talking about the law.
Because there's many people that are not married and still have a family with kids.
You guys don't have kids and you're not married, and he's married to someone else. So by law, you guys aren't a family.
Like what point are you making? Like, do you have a question? Do you have a point you want to make?
Okay. Olivia, are you okay? I'm talking.
Are you?
Yep.
All right. How long? Why you say it like that?
Yeah. Because I'm asking you the question. You're asking me a question.
So you don't like when the questions is on you now, huh?
It's your live. I'm on here to ask you a question.
How long have you been in that relationship that you're so excited about?
5 years.
5 years. You married?
I'm engaged.
Oh, so you don't have a family?
No, by law.
All right. Well, we're in the same boat. We're in the same boat. All right. Okay. What's taking so long? Y'all been together 5 years?
I was just busy doing my fucking thing.
You were busy for 5 years doing your thing.
It's the same way that you and Olivia aren't married.
You were busy for 5 years doing your own thing.
Yeah.
You guys live together?
It's my life. We do not. We do not.
All right. I think you have literally no room to talk. You with somebody for 5 years, y'all don't even live together. Just stop.
Yeah, I'm asking you guys questions. What do you mean I have no room to talk? I'm talking about by law. So I'm saying by law, you guys are a family.
By law, you sitting there in your house by yourself. And you've been there, you've been with that
person. And you have pent up anger about that, and that sucks, but it's true. Like, be serious. Like, what is me being engaged have to do with by law? You guys aren't a family. You aren't a family.
Man, people went and got their doctorate degree. You still in the same spot.
And you nor Olivia went to any type of college.
We ain't trying to hear that. You done.
Bye.
Gotta be so for real.
Bro, what?
It's just so easy to like play shit.
Y'all are comedy, man. 5 years.
Oh my God.
appreciate y'all. Family is everything, man. Family is the people that support you, man. I consider some of your strangers family, man. Ain't that right? We got some family up in this group. Anybody that chooses to show you loyalty, man, that is family. That is family, y'all. All right? Blood don't make you family. Blood make you related. Loyalty makes you family. With that being said, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Make sure you guys go and join the success group. $10,000 giveaway at 10K. Let's go. Oh, there we go.